made to recover the outstanding loans. Management indicated that the officers were dismissed and they went to court, and they won the case against the county, but the loans have not been repaid. That's why the matter is still outstanding. 11.5 million. Yeah.
I've resolved it.
But before, so that the governor is able to tell us how that's resolved.
And the county ended up spending another 9 million.
It's the question that I want to understand.
The court case.
It's the question that I want to understand, so that because you have said in your response that you shall recover from their benefits, from the benefits of the three members. In the next page, then they say that you have spent 9 million, or 9 million has been factored in the budget to cater for the case. So I'm a bit lost that we are spending 9 million to chase 11 million.
The 9 million which we put, you know, they want a case, and meaning they were stopped from working illegally. So we were told by the court to pay benefits, and we had no choice. So what we did, we deducted, we processed their salaries, but we got our mortgages from there. So in terms of mortgage, we have not lost anything because we were able to recover. The mortgage money from the salaries, which were now declared by the court that even if they were out, they were supposed to be paid.
No, the issue is the 9 million now. Because there's 9 million in your budget, in your supplementary budget.
It is.
No, I would want a clarity from the auditor, because you say they didn't take this loan. They bought their own vehicle.
No, it's a different case. That's a different case.
So the court told us to pay them their salaries.
And their benefits.
And their benefits.
So from that benefit,
this
you
9 million
covered your...
Yes, this 9 million are to pay their salaries and benefits. Then out of that...
Then, just one moment, Governor. Then in your response, you need to make it clear. Because from your response, what you've written is that 9 million has been put aside to cater for the case. It does not look like it is for their benefits.
No, it's their benefit. No, there is no case. There is no...
That is what you have written.
There is no legal fees. We are only paying what is due.
What I'm saying, Governor, is in your response, what is in your response, what I'm reading now, if I was to read it verbatim, the supplementary budget for the current financial year 2023-2024 has factored 9 million to cater for the case.
Not the case.
So then it needs to be corrected. It is not to cater for the case, it is to cater for their benefit,
yes.
Their accrued benefit.
Yes.
It is out of this then that you are recovering the mortgage.
And the final one, failure to develop this management strategy. The issue has not been addressed.
Go to the next financial year.
For the year that is June 2021, the opinion was qualified. Issue number 1, unsupported fund administration expenses. The issue has been partially addressed. Issue number 2, unsupported current portion of long-term receivables from FT transactions. The issue has been addressed. Issue number 3, unsupported long-term receivables from FT transactions. The issue has been addressed again. Number 4, irregular loan disbursements. The issue has not been addressed. Issue number 5, non-performing loans. This is similar to the one of 2019-2020.
Just as you just brush it through auditor, this issue that you said is irregular loan disbursement. I see that the specific thing that you queried is that the person applying to buy a car was the person also selling the car.
Yes, right.
So how did you address it here?
This one has not been addressed.
Okay.
Not addressed. Not addressed. We are, the regulation then was not indicative, but we have now put it in the regulation so that we have now put refinancing in the regulation because this is still refinancing, which was not in the regulation then, but for our case now we have put it in regulation.
Okay, non-performing loans?
We have
Thank you, Chair. And performing loans, the issue has not been addressed. It's similar to that of 2019-2020.
Is it similar in every aspect or is there a repetition?
It's similar. It's related to the same DD members.
Is there is a query that has not been answered from the previous year?
Yes.
Okay. This one involving a court case.
Yes, right.
Okay, budget performance?
The issue has not been addressed. Then report on internal control, risk management and governance. Number one, non-maintenance of ledger accounting records. The issue has not been addressed.
This is similar to the one we had in Basel Fund,
Yes.
where they didn't have any records.
Yes, right, Chair. Number two,
And again, is it the same accountant who signed for this financial statement?
you can confirm.
Confirm.
Chair, they were signed by the fund accountant named Margaret W. Ashomo. Expert number 14009.
Governor, have you heard that? Is that Margaret still working with you?
Yes, and she will have to be taken through the process of
Administrative action.
yes, like the other. Yes.
So, proceed, Auditor.
And number two, failure to develop fire and risk management strategy. The issue has not been addressed. Number three, lack of justification in establishment of multiple parts. The issue has been addressed.
Proceed to.
We had a total of 9 issues, 3 addressed, 4 not addressed, 2 partially addressed. Thank you, Chair. The report on the financial statement, the opinion was qualified. Issue number 1, inaccuracy in the statement of changes in net assets. The issue has been addressed. Issue number 2, unsupported financial statement balances. The issue has been addressed. Number 3, non-performing loans. The issue has not been addressed. It's similar to the other 2 years.
Just before you then go through it, the difference now is in the response. Because in the response now it does not indicate the 9 million that has been factored in the budget.
Yes, you're right.
Proceed.
The other issue on other matter and also prior matters, the issue has not been addressed. Then report on lawfulness and effectiveness in use of public resources. Issue number 1, name of the fund. The issue has been addressed. Number 2, establishment of multiple funds. The issue has been addressed. Number 3, exceeded fund administration expenses limit. The issue has not been addressed. Number 4, budgetary control and performance. The issue has not been addressed. And finally, report on internal control, risk management and governance. Number 1, lack of internal audit function. The issue has not been addressed. Number 2, non-maintenance of ledger accounting records. The issue has not been addressed. Finally, the last one is Chair.
Okay. Chair, would you allow me
Yes,
to so that also you can expand my knowledge on the issue of exceeded fund administration expenses limit. For the 3 years that we have dealt with, it has not been addressed. I want to know from the the current audit, what is the situation?
Thank you, Chair. I don't have the report with me for the year that is June 2023. Can confirm and give the committee the status.
Okay.
Excuse me, Chair. Maybe I can put an insight to the question of Honorable Senator. There was this misunderstanding, sort of, because what we are doing, the 3% is not being charged on the fund. The 3% is being charged on the beneficiaries. So the fund does not lose anything. The capital remains, but maybe with the workings of the auditor, maybe we thought that this is an extra 3% which is being charged. Yet the capital fund for car mortgage is intact. The beneficiaries are the ones who are being charged these 3%, since it is being managed by our colleague, a bank, and they only take 3%, which take care of all the, including allowances, including whatever expense is there. So the capital fund which we give from the county government is only meant to give loans. So there is no extra limit. There's nothing extra spent.
Honorable members, I need to give directions. You realize that we took quite some time to deal with the preliminaries, and that is why we have run short of time for the 2 funds. So in that case, I give direction that our fiscal analyst, who is not here today, and the clerk, you will sit down, go through all the queries that we have not been able to look at, particularly the ones marked by the auditor as not addressed, and prepare a high fiduciary risk report to this committee, and provide that report in the next 14 days. It is upon this report that we are going to give further direction on what we are going to do with the matters that will have been flagged as of high fiduciary risk. And those particular issues, in the wisdom of the committee, we will make a decision on who is going to respond to them. Whether it would be appropriate to invite the former governor to appear before us. And this is particularly on matters in emergency fund that we have noted. So the clerk plus your fiscal analyst, you will prepare this report and table before the members in 14 days. Upon this report, we will make further direction on what needs to be done on the issues that we have flagged out as of high fiduciary risk. This is in furtherance to the comment by Senator Methu that those issues where money was lost, we need to know the issues. And that report will be very useful to the members in determining the way forward. Now that 2023 reports are out, at some point to look at what you have done yourself in But meanwhile, the clerk, please pick those directions. We would need to have that report given to the members in the next 14 days, so that the members can now determine the course of action to take on issues we feel require more evidence or issues that require further explanation. So, members, that is the direction. So we have come to the end, but before we close, I will read out interim recommendations.
Chair, my request would be, as you read the recommendations, if you could add on the issue of the regulations for the emergency fund, because they've been drawn from the PFM Act, so that they can be able also to rectify with the timelines we'll give them.
Very well. So this interim recommendation, and I want to warn that the interim recommendation that we give are not a clearance. This is just a procedure to allow the counties to go and make some quick fixes where the committee needs to have quick fixes. We had a scenario where one of the witnesses appeared before us. He was given an interim recommendation, and he went to address the media to say that the Senate had cleared him. We do not clear any county using interim recommendation. That's why they are called interim. They are meant to address quick fixes. The committee will still do a report. The report will be tabled in the Senate, debated, and adopted. But this is for quick fixes. I think I had to say that because this committee was put in an awkward position by one of the governors that it had been cleared because of this interim recommendation. Nowhere in those recommendations did we clear anything. We just gave recommendation on what we felt required to be implemented urgently. So, like in this case, we have 5 interim recommendations, and all of them are about what needs to be done